Hello, thank you for stepping in and joining this meditation. I hope you are all having a beautiful week, or at the very least, finding some moments of peace within each day. I invite you to take some time to get comfortable, even taking time to understand what comfortable means to you, and then settle in. It might be that you are seated on the floor or in a chair or something similar. Maybe for you, it is today lying down, not in a state to sleep, but in a place where you're comfortable. Maybe the knees bent, feet on the floor, knees resting against each other. Maybe you're standing because this is how you need to be where you are. Allow yourself to lean into something, a tree, a wall, and be supported. Once you have your position, once you've found that place where you can lengthen your spine, where your head can find some ease above your shoulders, where your sit bones or your feet or your spine find the earth, here in that space, take a deep breath in. Fill it up to the top of your lungs. Notice where you might get stuck within that breath. And then open your mouth and sigh it out. Let it go. That signal that you have just arrived somewhere different, not necessarily in the material world, but in space, in time, and intention and energy. Whatever was going on before this moment, you leave behind, and your breath signals your arrival in this, your chance to be with meditation, to be in a place of peace and calm. You feel your eyes close for just a moment. And as the eyes soften, feel the edges of the eyes release their tensions. It's as if someone has laid their fingers on either side of your temples and gently caressed the tension away. You feel the space around the mouth become easy. It's as if a gentle smile wants to play at the corners of your lips. Your tongue softens against the roof of your mouth as the breath begins to flow with ease in through the nostrils, and maybe just for now, out through the mouth. And becoming more grounded in this place where you have arrived, more settled. Now you are being gifted an opportunity to let your awareness flow down into the body, noticing where the breath moves with ease, noticing where that ease might just be off in the distance somewhere. You feel tension release from the fingers. There's less tension now around the hips where they were trying to force you upright. They now soften, knowing that you will not collapse. that the earth has you. And then that tightness, that tension that sits atop the shoulders, the weight of the world in this very moment lets itself slide away. The shoulders can now drop, not hunching forward, but it's as if, again, those loving hands have reached around and are gently sliding the shoulder blades downwards. And breath becomes softer, more at ease. You have arrived. An arrival not in a place, but arrival with you. It's as if you have opened a door and stepped through from the noise of the world into this internal peace and softness of the inner world. Here there is a shift. Sounds become different. The light against the eyelids becomes softer. Time takes on a different shape and flow. I will invite you within this different space, this different time, to very softly allow the eyes to open again. Not quickly, not fully wide, just a gentle, easy opening, keeping the gaze low. You might be outside, you might be inside. It doesn't matter. There's a possibility that in this moment resides wonder, awe. There are colors you have never seen as you are seeing them in this moment. There are shapes, objects, never experienced before because this moment has never existed. Let the gaze wander softly, not getting locked onto any one point, not being focused, but being soft and fluid. And as the gaze wanders, see if the eyes will alight on something that has a pattern to it, or something that has a shape, or something that goes on beyond what you can see. If you are outside, it might be a root, a vine, a beanstalk. If you are inside, maybe there is a pattern in a rug or in wallpaper, or the grain in the wood of a piece of furniture. Don't stress about it. Don't search hard. Notice that patterns are all around you, small, large. And once your eyes have settled on one that draws you in, let yourself rest with that one pattern, that one shape. And see if you can follow it again without force of effort, but just a gentle flow of the eyes following. If it is something living outside, a root or a vine, let the eyes travel. You might even touch it softly, just seeing where it takes you. If you are indoors, maybe seated at a wooden table, following that pattern, let the fingers softly trace the grain of the wood, that line within it that draws you in, or the pattern on a carpet or the wall. Whatever it is, slow yourself so that you don't get lost and follow. If you get lost within the pattern, gently backtrack. The fingers take you back, or the eyes, and then see if you can again follow. Where does this take you? Are there obstacles and interruptions? Are there transgressors? Other patterns that want to disrupt or pull your attention away? Can your attention return to the intention to follow this one? Continue to breathe. Continue to follow. Then let it go. Leave off the following. Release this journey. Return to your seat or your spine or your feet, into that place of openness and comfort. And again, let the eyes drift closed. And within, notice that this experience repeats. There is so much outside of us that it all begins to look like one thing until you slow and you look more closely. You find that you can follow just one pattern, one experience, one being. And within you, this fractal of life continues. Our experience can feel like the only experience. Everything bundled into this moment until you start to find the shapes and the patterns of your thoughts and emotions, the stories and the memories. And once you gaze softly inside at this, then you can bring your awareness to just one part, one beautiful expression of all of this inner busyness. And you can follow it, tracing the thread of everything it is. Maybe you follow it all the way back to its source. Or maybe it becomes lost in another mess of patterns and shapes. This experience of being is beautiful, woven messiness of everything of life. Find the thread you want to follow. See if it leads you to something of beauty. And if it doesn't, if it seems too short, too obscure, find another thread. You don't need to search. If you just soften and gaze inwards, it will show itself. Notice it in each breath, this pattern of inhale and exhale. Notice it in the beat of your heart. Notice it in everything that you are. I invite you now to begin to softly return, following this other thread, this pattern that draws you gently back into the day. Feel this next exhale as an ending to this moment of meditation. And experience your inhale as arrival into this next part of your day. Breathing your way into its beginning. Feel your shoulders reach back, your arms stretch out, and let yourself arrive here. Let the eyes open. Notice again how different this experience is on this other side. As the gaze starts to wander about the space you're existing within, taking in the details. Feel the breath deepen as energy starts to flow in your body again. Root your feet into the earth. Connect. Draw energy up all the way to the crown of the head, to the tips of the fingers. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of the day. And every now and then, pause. Find a pattern. Without disrupting anything, follow it where it might take you. Have a beautiful rest of your day.